Ready.
Then got the bell ready?
Ready.
Okay. Then in 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone.
My name's Mark Allen Lovewell, a folk singer from the island of Martha's Vineyard, and seated right next to me is the wonderful, blessing, wonderful sweetheart of a Thanksgiving trooper, wonderful lady, Molly Conole.
Hey, we're glad you're here.
She's
Thanks
a
for
wonderful
joining
lady.
us. Eminem, here we are in the house. We hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving time. Food and festivities and family and friends. That's a lot of alliteration.
and we got fun things to talk about later during the show. But it's a great weekend. It's really cold outside. I don't think it hit the 40s yet. I think it's already way back down again, and we are in 30s, and Ashley's over
cooking
here. I don't know. She's cooking. She's got a fire, but I hardly don't see her, but she's putting out the BTUs.
We are feeling it, and
we're feeling
glad.
the warmth in this thing, and anyway, we're so glad you could be here. Oh my God, what are we doing here? So we're going to do...
We're going to do a little start of the Advent season, December 1st. If you have your little Advent calendars out, you might be knowing that. It's day one to open the little door and see what's behind it. And it's also a day to be just starting a little bit of Advent music. So we thought we'd just start with a little tiny taste.
A little piece. Not a lot, but it's just to sort of hopefully get your mood going.
That's right.
Three is not working.
Camera 3. We're gonna rectify camera 3. Let's see if we can do this. This is technical stuff going on here. Let's do this. See if this helps work. All right, we're gonna try that and see if that works.
See if that works.
I'll try looking at the camera as well. There we go. We'll just see if that might have helped. Thanks for that message, Brad. Brad has important messages for us, so it's important to pay attention behind the scenes.
We do this by hand.
That's right.
We got a hamster cage with a hamster running on
it. That's right. Oh, here's a pretty song.
All right, wait a minute. Let me make sure I'm all right here.
All right.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. haunting tune.
Just a taste.
Do you know that tune is over 1,200 years old?
Oh my God.
That's a real testimony to a tune that works. That's a good tune. That's a long time to last,
Do
right?
you think Elvis Presley will last 1,200 years?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Time will tell.
I think the Beatles will be around for a while.
I think so too.
Anyhow, that's a great tune.
I think so too. I love that.
Well, let's see what's
So
going on.
pretty. Yeah, we were gonna talk about the cold and signs of the cold, and I have a couple of signs of the cold right here. Actually, I have a couple of pairs of mittens. I've started to wear these. I'll bring them.
Are you wearing your mittens these days? We want to make sure everybody's safe.
These aren't exactly mittens, but they're hand warmers, and I knitted them, and they have a place for your thumb and your fingers up at the top, and then they keep your.
Please
wrist warm,
comment.
too.
We'd love your feedback. We'd love you to participate
two of
in
them.
this important
I rolled
conversation.
this one up so it would be a little smaller. And then whoop, you can get
Just
longer.
know your mic is behind you, honey.
All right, there you go. I'll talk louder.
Oh my gosh.
And then I got the gloves too. But the mittens I save for when it gets really, really cold. Because, I don't know, they keep my hands the warmest of all. Mittens do. I love my mittens. Hey, welcome. We see Joanne's here from the West Coast. Hey, Joanne, happy birthday. It's Joanne's birthday. Isn't that
Aw.
nice? Hope you're having a great day.
What a great day to be born.
Susan's here from Chicago. Isn't that
Yeah.
great? Cold but no snow. Not like Buffalo. Oh, whoa. I hadn't been watching the news, so that's cool. They got some. I
You
know they
might
got
notice,
Vermont.
some of you might notice that we're coming in. You're going to hear us in stereo.
Yeah.
We got it going.
Yes.
We haven't had it going in a long time. But anyhow, we did some magic last night when we were doing a dry run, and we got the stereo going.
So you can test by putting your speakers way far apart and see if you can tell that we're in stereo.
And please comment. We want to know about how you feel about it.
That's right.
Because
Hey, we got to say hi to Dawn and Eric too, and we got to say hi to Carol and John. We got friends here. Great to see you here. Yay!
Aw,
Thanks for joining
so
us.
good.
Yes, and not cold enough yet in Astoria for mittens, but fingerless gloves are good. Yes, I agree. I love them. Sometimes I wear them at work. Just keeping my fingers warm. It's good.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we're going to do a little reading here.
Oh, good.
So, this is such an amazing time of year for all of us on the waterfront. The idea is that we're starting to freeze over, and the temperature last night went well below freezing. And today, while I was walking around getting ready to go to church, there was snow. It was light snow falling. It was that cold. And it wasn't like it was a storm or anything. It was just light flakes of snow coming down. And it was, you could have driven through the day without noticing it, but it's so unusual for us because it's the first time I've seen snow this season. And so we're in this area of transformation, and most of us have our boats out of the water, and we're all thinking and being incredibly aware. So I pulled out this old poem I wrote years ago. I thought I'd read it to you, just to help you sort of warm up. I hope you've either got some hot chocolate next to you, or you're sitting with your family member or something like that. You're just sort of cozy and you're feeling wintry, the wind outside, or anyhow, it's warm where you are, let's hope. So have a listen to this. It's called Winter on the Pond. In that hour of dawn, our eyes reach out. Canada geese fly over us in the salt march. What paths we followed as children, from the meadows to the beach, and used again and again by otters, their footsteps are outspoken, pronounced by the early snowfall. Snow is magic, a sweeping, delicate hand. You can't see the heap of quahog shells, the broken oar, and what was discarded at the boat landing. You can see the far sandbar, white against a black pond, the mooring stake, the brown open bait barrel on the beach, and the finch pecking rapidly at last summer's blooming wildflower.
Aww, I love that.
I hope you feel like you have a little piece of winter.
I felt like I was right there. I could see every one of those things you named. That was so cool. I love
Thank
that.
you.
I
Thank
hadn't
you.
heard it before, so that was really nice.
Oh my gosh, how are we going to do this one?
Lovely.
I got to do this with the... Can you give me my 12 string?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So we're
Time
gonna-
for the 12-string guitar. Special guest star. Here it comes. There you go.
Here, thank you.
You're welcome. I love it. I love,
This
love,
is
love,
our-
love it.
This is our new friend.
It's so good.
If you get the newsletter, you know a little bit about it.
That's right.
And if you
It's a new
follow our
family
show,
member.
you know it as well, that this is a new arrival, a new child in our family of children.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to have a harmonica in here somewhere.
Oh,
There we go.
good. Oh,
yeah.
good. Good.
Now can we just refresh me? I'm not, I'm just doing a little bit, and then the harmonica comes the second time around.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. And then we have
'Cause-
a nice guitar thing. I think that's what we're going to do. Yes, you never really know, but I think that's what we were working up.
We want to feel warm-hearted, coastal.
Yeah.
I had no idea I was going to finish it that way.
That was cool. I liked it. I liked it.
I got a little carried away. Did you like that, folks? I'm just testing you.
That's pretty.
We're not too early on the holiday season, are we?
Well,
This is not really a
No.
Christmas song. This is
It's
people
a
associate it with Christmas.
that's true. But it's a winter, in the bleak midwinter. Maybe we're not midwinter, we're early winter, and it's not too bleak either. But we just think it's pretty.
We'd love some feedback from you. Please comment. I'm going to hand this back. Can I hand
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
done.
Joanne says beautiful.
Are you
That's right.
folks all right with that?
Yay.
Oh my God!
That was pretty. Oh, I love it.
All right, let's go back to six-string guitar, the basics.
Are we
Get back
gonna
to basics.
go back to some salty stuff here before people start thinking this is not a maritime show?
I want you to pay attention to this song. Because after we finish the song, we're going to talk about the gay headlight.
Oh yeah. There's news.
Anyhow, for all of you who were wondering on the West Coast, yes, we've been invited to Fisher Poets.
Woo! Yeah.
We've been invited to perform at Fisher Poets again.
Yeah. We're coming. We're
Fisher
coming.
Poets in Astoria, Oregon.
We can't wait.
Last weekend of February, we're going.
We're going.
Molly already got the plane reservation.
Yeah.
We're headed.
We're
coming
headed.
out to the West Coast to perform.
We can't wait. We can't wait. As if you couldn't tell.
We'll give you further updates, but we just wanted to share with you that something salty.
Salty is coming. Yeah.
Farewell and adieu, you sweet land ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. Our captains commanded we'll sail for New England, straight up the channel to New Bedford we'll go. We'll rant and we'll roar like a New Bedford whaleman. We'll rant and we'll roar on deck or below, until we decide that old gay headlight. It's straight up the channel to New Bedford we'll go. We'll heave our ship to with the wind from the southwest. Leave our ship to with the lead sounding clear. We'll fill our main topsails and sail straight away, boys. Straight up the channel to New Bedford we'll go. We'll rant and we'll roar like a New Bedford whale. We'll rant and we'll roar on deck or below, until we decide that old gay headlight. It's straight up the channel to Bedford we'll go. So let every man toss off a full bumper. Let every man toss off a full glass.
Yeah.
And we'll drink and be jolly and drown melancholy. Here's to the health of each true-hearted lass. We'll rant and we'll roar like New Bedford whale. We'll rant and we'll roar on deck or below, until we decide that old gay light. It's straight up the channel to the Bedford we'll go. We'll go, we'll go. Woo! I don't think there's enough
Toast to
woo
that.
in life.
Toast to that.
What am I gonna do? Let's
I think we better, yeah. We gotta toss off a full bumper, whatever that is. Here's to you.
To the best of the best.
And a toast to Joanne's birthday. Yoo-hoo!
Yay, Joanne. Joanne is a big behind the scene and up in the front row scene supporter of what Molly and I do.
Oh, and look, we're getting some cheers about the old gay headlight. Yeah, we got news about the old gay headlight. Besides the old gay headlight living right up the street from us, which is really cool.
Major renovation underway.
Yeah.
Right now.
The coolest thing is that I love this. The people who know and love the gay headlight and see it all the time because they live up there in Aquinnah were really passionate about in its renovation and upkeep, regular upkeep that lighthouses need. They really wanted it to go back to its traditional light pattern because it had been modernized.
Tell them what the light pattern is today. Today, the light pattern
is red, white, red, white. It just goes back and forth between.
Really, it's like red, and then there's about 10 seconds.
Yep.
White.
Yep.
And that's been going on for, 25 years or
something
20
like
years.
that. But when I was young and growing up in summers in Aquinnah, I could look out my grandmother's window and I could see a different pattern. And
what was it? It was significant.
It was significant. It was white, 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 red. And that red one was like,
and then it went back to
white, 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 red. Yeah.
And that was all based on the idea is that these prisms and whatever were spinning around this central light. And this is a century-old system. The clock, there's a clock that ran the whole system. And that pattern helped people who are out at sea differentiate between one lighthouse and another. Every lighthouse had a different pattern.
That's right.
So modern technology, we love modern technology.
We love it.
When they removed that prism and put it, took it away, and now it's at the museum up the street, they took it away. They had several concoctions of the lighting pattern, but it was all very simple. A spinning lenses that would go white and then red. Now, please understand, Molly and I are talking about something very serious. Children grew up into adulthood in the shadow or in the light of that lighthouse. And their memory and their reflections and their stories associated with that wonderful lighthouse.
And that unique pattern.
That unique pattern that could be seen tens of miles away. 20 miles away, I think it was. Anyway, and so they're restoring it. They're going to put LEDs up there, but they're doing it in a whole new way.
To do the old pattern.
That reflects the history of the lighthouse.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It's so cool.
And it's I think it's a multi-million-dollar project because they're not just playing with the lights. They're making it more weatherproof. They're making it safer, happier. Yeah. They're making the lighthouse have another life.
Yeah. Isn't that great? Because when you think about what a lighthouse does and how many lives that lighthouse has saved, we better honor that lighthouse, right? So how wonderful to bring it back to its former glory. It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, so anyhow, we thought we'd share that with you. Now, there are going to be stories about it for sure, and you might be able to dig up a story. The local newspapers have done a little something about it because those stories have the details.
Wait, you got to hear this too. This is so cool. Mary Crane says, on certain nights, I can see the sweep of the Gayhead light from my house in Mattapoisett on the mainland. I love that. See, they're so important. You can see them from a ways away.
And Mattapoisett is quite a ways.
Yeah, that's so cool. Oh, thank you for sharing that.
Mattapoisett is on the shoreline of Buzzards Bay.
That's so cool. I love that. I
love that.
Yay.
Thank you for sharing that.
That's so good. So it's an important
Please
light.
jump aboard on this story, because I think many of you have seen this lighthouse. You can't, well, I mean, what was so significant, we just sang that song, was that all ships that came coming in and out of New Bedford, going out to sea for months at a time, either in hunting whales or doing commerce or whatever they were, every fishing boat, whatever, would pass by that light.
That's a strategic location because it's at one entrance to Vineyard Sound. And so there was huge traffic.
And
through
its
that
history is as
area.
old as our country. I mean, it's great stories. Great stories. Anyway, we thought we'd bring you some good news
Yeah.
in a time when we all are feeling a need for it. We feel a need for it.
And that's a good thing. That's right. I think we want to do another
Way
salty song.
haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. When I was a little boy, my mama used to tell me, way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. That if I didn't kiss the girls, my lips, they'd all grow moldy. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. King Louis was the king of France before the revolution. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. But Louis got his head cut off. It spoiled his constitution. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. One more time. Way haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
That's such a fun song. I can picture that being a very entertaining song with a million more verses, just to keep people.
Oh my God! There are so many more verses to that song.
Away, doing all the hauling. Yeah.
Oh, no capo.
No capo.
Do I want a harmonica? No harmonica. So, it is such a great time of year. Molly and I have been hitting the books. And we've been doing things, and I've been diving into some really good books about our maritime heritage. And, you all know how much I spend time on the water in the summertime, running around doing this and doing that. But I tell you, in the wintertime, I'm an armchair mariner. You know what I'm talking about? I'm an armchair mariner. I'm sitting in my rocking chair, and it's right over there, and sometime we'll do a show around it, because it goes back to when I was a child. That armchair, I'm a mariner, and I'm reading books and thinking and contemplating all of this and that. Anybody else, does this resonate with anybody?
Yeah, when the boat gets hauled out of the water,
and so
that's what you do,
the
right?
whole community of boaters, believe it or not, in this modern age, we got our books, we got our Facebook page, we got our emails, and we got our text messaging. And I just learned just yesterday that while we're all got all our boats on the hard, my dear friend Bob Luckcraft of Cape Cod, I'm going to say Cape Cod because he's in the Mashpee area, but anyhow, relaunched his wooden catboat, Genevieve.
Isn't that cool? He's
This
been working
is an
hard
old
on
wooden
it.
boat, and there's Genevieve is a beautiful wooden boat. If you've ever seen her sailing in the waters of southern Cape Cod, she's got a big G on the mainsail. So here you have this big catboat. I don't know, 24 feet old, 23, whatever. But the sail has this big G, and I'm not talking like my thing on my thing where you see a guitar. This is a big G, and Genevieve stands for Genevieve. And there's a story and a half about how Bob has managed to take care of that vessel and restore her. And she's been out of the water for the last couple of years while he's been rebuilding her stem. And
What a
doing
big
all
job.
kinds of things to her to make her a happy old wooden boat.
That's
And
amazing.
wooden boats need attention. And Genevieve got it. Now, Bob has other catboats too. And
He's a busy guy and a talented guy.
This distinguished part about Bob Lovecraft is that he goes sailing in the winter. I could go down here in Vineyard Haven Harbor where all the harbors are empty, and in comes a sailboat with a big G on it. So I want to shout out to all of you armchair mariners, to all of you folks sitting on and wondering what's going on around here, and let you know that at least one of my dear friends, Bob Lovecraft, relaunched his catboat. Genevieve, keep your eyes on the water. You don't know. You might see her anytime.
Look for the big G.
He's a reputation for sailing in the cold of winter.
Wow.
By himself.
Wow.
So we got to do this song.
We got to do this song.
Well, ships may come and ships may go as long as the seas roll. Every sailor lad likewise his dad, he loves that flowing moan. I laughs ashore, they do adore one that is plumb bound. When the money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Singing, hey, laddie, oh, laddie, turn that capstan round and round. When the money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Well, I might take a trip on a clipper ship to China or Japan. In Asia there are ladies fair who love their sailor man. Alas, ashore they do adore the ladies they have found. But when the money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Singing, hey, laddie, oh, laddie, turn that capstan round. When the money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. When Jack's ashore, he'll make his way to some old boarding house. He's welcome in with rum and gin, and he's fed that pork and souse. Well, he'll spend and he'll spend and he'll not offend until he's drunk, lying on the floor.
Oh boy.
But when the money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Singing, hey, laddie, oh, laddie, turn that capstan round and round. When the money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. When Jack is old and weather beat, too old to roust about, at some rum shop they'll let him in, but at 8 bells he's turned out. Well, he'll cry and he'll cry into the skies, I'll soon be homeward bound. When the money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Singing, hey, laddie, oh, laddie, turn that capstan round and round. When the money's all gone, same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Well, Jack is home. He's bought a boat, a catboat with a hole.
Oh boy.
The boatyard crew, they love old Jack until they found out how much he owed. Well, the stem is rotted, the centerboard trunk leaks, and the mast is cracked, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Today she's up on the marine railway, tomorrow she'll be hauled away. Singing, hey, laddie, oh, laddie, turn that capstan round and round. When the money's all gone, same old song, get up, Jack Johnson out. Well, to all of you old mariners, wherever you may sail, when the money's all gone, it's the
same old song.
Get up, Jack Johnson out. Singing, hey, laddie, oh, laddie, turn that capstan round and round. When the money's all gone, same old song. Oh, poor Jack. Get up, Jack Johnson out. Congratulations, Bob.
Yeah.
You know, anybody who restores an old wooden boat and puts her back in the water, they deserve
That's
a great
right.
deal of respect. They
That's
truly
right.
do.
Absolutely.
Anyhow,
Yay.
you've got to give us an update, honey.
All right. An update? What is the... Oh, I do have an update, don't I? Speaking of cat boats. All right, here goes. Here's the update. Remember last week I showed you my new armchair occupation
I'm not the
for the
only
winter.
armchair mariner.
That's right. So I'm doing my little crafting here. I'll bring it closer. So we have the
Here,
rug
take the mic
hooking.
with you. Here,
Oh, okay.
I'm going to give you the mic.
We have the rug hooking is getting further along. So there's the boat. There's the cat boat. We got the boom is in, and we have the two passengers. We got Mark in the red life jacket, and me looking like I'm kind of underneath him, but I'm just in front. And we got the details are starting to come in, and it's fun. So, and yeah, we had that part last week. So it's getting there. Just a little progress.
So
My
as I
winter
recall,
craft.
there's some of you out there are hookers too.
That's right.
And you
It's so
found a
fun.
new friend here on the internet.
That's right. So you could share if you're doing that too, share some pictures. We love it. We love it.
Sharing the fellowship. For those of you out there who are sitting in your rocking chair during the winter, please tell us what you're doing.
Yes. Oh, and
I don't want to know the details, but I do want to know what you're doing. Some of you are like me, sitting reading a book.
That's right. Mary made a comment, which was true. Did you see the speed on G, Genevieve? The new engine. You might know about that.
Yeah. Genevieve, we talk a little more about Genevieve. We've got time. The show's all right.
Yeah,
We're doing
we're
it.
good.
We're doing it.
We're good.
We're ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
You can't see this picture up here, can you? You can't see that picture of me on the boat up here.
Oh, here. Let me just angle it. Then
I
we
just
will
want,
see it.
I want to talk, well, we go that direction. This Genevieve is doing something incredibly special. Or Bob did something incredibly special. Can you see this?
Yeah.
I'm pointing to it. Do you see this catboat picture?
Yeah.
That's me sailing a catboat called Edwina B. Another old sailboat, and I was a captain for 8 years. And she went through a conversion. She had a gas engine below deck, gasoline engine, a Palmer engine, old Palmer engine. And then we went through a conversion. We converted her to electric. And that's a big deal for lots of reasons, because the gas engines don't belong below deck. They explode.
That's not good.
You don't hear these stories very often because fortunately people are moved away from using gas engines. But gas engines are no less dangerous today than they were years ago. They're just as capable of exploding. Because anytime you get those fumes constricted in a small area, you run the risk of having a very volatile consequence. Well, anyhow, the reason why I'm talking about Edwina B is because Genevieve just underwent underwent the same conversion. She had an old gasoline Palmer engine. Bob was in love with that engine, but boy, anyway, that gasoline engine below the deck, oh my gosh. Anyway, he got rid of her. I don't know where it is, but the good news is he put an electric motor in that boat.
And boy, was it zipping around.
And she zips around just as though she were running a high-class water. Anyhow, the beauty of it is electricity is invading our coastal community, and they're in boats.
Yeah.
And I loved that electric engine in Edwina B. You know, it is no difference in terms of power and strength and whatever. The only thing, you just have to pay attention that you have to pay attention to make sure that she's charged, and you're not going out for longer than that charge will last. So the good news is Genevieve has an electric engine below deck.
Yay!
And she's safer than ever. Anyway,
That's a good thing.
that's my story.
That's a good thing.
All right.
All right, is it getting to be about that time? I don't know, we're running ahead of schedule. Do we have time to stick in another
Does
song?
anybody want to have a comment or anything?
Oh yeah, we have some nice comments, some lovely comments about oh, they like my rug, my hooking.
Please, folks, you have to comment. You
That's
have
right.
to let Molly know that you appreciate what she does.
That's so
Because
cool.
she's a special lady.
And Susan loves climbing to the top of the Gayhead Lighthouse. That's awesome. Yes. Yes. Susan from Chicago.
Aww,
Yeah, loves
we
that.
love it up there. Anybody on
Yeah.
here?
And Mary Kennan. Hey Mary, hey John, how are ya? Great to see ya. They missed the boat. I get it. We understand that. Yeah, exactly. So cool. Oh, it's so good to have you guys here. Yes, yay, no more explosions. Mary said, I love that too.
Does anybody, I have so... All right, we're going to diverse. We're going to go. I was a journalist for the local paper for 45 years. And in those early years, I was running around with my camera and my notebook writing stories. And one of the greatest tragedies that I wrote about was a lobster boat that was in Menemsha that blew up.
Oh, how terrible.
And the good news is nobody was hurt.
That is good.
Okay,
news.
the good news is nobody got hurt. But I'm saying to you that lobster boat had a gasoline engine below deck.
Oh.
And the boat belonged to a beloved, wonderful man who's not around anymore. He had a full life. Herbert Hancock.
Aw.
Some of you remember him. Anybody in Menemsha knows him. He was a former selectman, just one of the most beloved people.
That's hard.
And I don't know, I cannot repeat to you what the story is because I don't remember the circumstances, but it was a classic example of the boat sat at its slip overnight. Fumes got into the boat below deck, and she blew up. And Herb's okay. I think it happened. I think it just a spark or whatever. That thing blew up. And what it looked like after having blown up would send anybody running away from a gasoline engine. Because there was nothing left of the top of the boat. It was like it was blown up. It was literally exploded, and it was a black, the thing didn't sink, but she just awful. Anyhow, our fishermen, our boatsmen have enough troubles with their lives to deal with that. And I will say that Herb got rid of that thing and got another boat, the Billy H, and had a diesel engine put in. The nice thing about diesel engine, and for all of you who know my boat, Sea Shanty, she's a diesel engine. and 99.9% they'll never explode, because diesel doesn't burn like gasoline. Diesel doesn't fire up like gasoline. Diesel isn't as flammable as gasoline. So the likelihood of anybody having a problem with their diesel engine and fire is really low. Very low.
That's good.
And though I do have a fire extinguisher on board. Anyhow, the good news is
Genevieve has electric, so Genevieve's
electric. Anyhow, we love that.
That's good.
So thank you, all of you, for joining with us. We're so glad we could tell you we're going to the West Coast to perform again.
Yay!
You know, we're all excited to see all our old friends again and share in the wonderful fellowship of the fishing community out there. We love them.
It's going to be wonderful.
And they're enormously kind to us. And
yes, we're very excited. It's going to be great. Yay!
supposed to have a little bit of snow later this week, just and probably just a little trace of it or something.
Yay.
But I hope you're all right with the idea of being in December. It's a lot of work. December takes a lot of work, not just even talking about the holidays.
Well, speaking of work, we got to thank all the people that work to make this show happen.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of, we've got Brad in the house. Brad's in the house with us. We're so glad Brad is back and running the ship from afar, and we couldn't do it without him. And please do yourself a favor and go to the FisherPoetry Archive.com, because it's a fabulous treasure trove of all kinds of fisher poets, that wonderful stories, wonderful songs, and just a great tradition that has been built up, and Brad's been recording it, so he's got this treasure trove of recorded material that you should check out. You want to hear some good salty tales from first-hand experiences? That's the wonderful thing about Fisher Poets, is these are people.
And we're going to go out there and hang out with him and his wife, and we're going to go out there and hang out with all these people that are just
right. We're so excited.
Care about us, and it's like astounding that here we are in an island off the coast of Massachusetts, and yet we have such a huge following around, and that core following of support and encouragement comes from the West Coast.
Well, and we've got CCM in Salem, Oregon, showing.
They have a show. They play our show.
That's right, and we're so grateful to all of our friends out there. Maybe we'll get to meet some of you this year when we're out there. That would be so fun. And also, of course, all of our friends on MVTV here.
MVTV, a local cable television station.
That's right.
Broadcasts this show.
We love you all.
On a regular basis.
That's right. And then there's podcasts. Brad helps us do podcasts. So, all your podcasty places, you can look us up and have us riding in your car with you. Or
we're on YouTube.
That's right. That's right. Mark
I have
Allen
a
Lovewell channel. All of the billions of shows that you've done since the beginning of time.
And it's kind of cool. I mean, it's really kind of neat sitting here in this living room with you.
You started this show in 2020, right? In March of 2020? Or April?
Oh, we have to look it up. We have to look it up. Just as COVID hit.
Yeah.
I lost all my
so this
performance
is like 4.5
places. Couldn't
years.
play anywhere. Nobody wanted to be meeting anybody. We were all told to stay home.
So 4.5 years later, still going strong.
I decided to do this on a weekly basis just to keep myself fresh.
Aren't we glad?
I not only kept myself fresh, I met this lady.
Talk about fresh.
Talk about fresh. Be careful what you say in public.
We're all glad you did that.
It really is remarkable.
It is remarkable.
And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the show. The show by itself.
It is
remarkable.
We're grateful that you're all here with us, because that's the best.
We had somebody come by today to pick up some CDs.
Yeah, that's right.
They bought some of our CDs. Can you believe it?
Yay! And we're working
Came to this house.
Well, we are going to sign off with our regular song here, and you know it, and we'd love you to sing with us. Here we go.
All hands to man the capstan. See the cable running clear. Leave away near the wilderness.
For New England.
We do steer, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to you, dear God, fare thee well. Yes, Spanish maidens, it is time to bid adieu. Happy times we've spent together. Happy times we've spent with you. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to the round Cape Horn, one frosty morning, and the sails were full of snow. Tighten those sheets and pull in those halyards. Let her off and let her go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to one more verse.
One more.
Have a great week, everyone. Stay in touch with us.
Absolutely.
We have a group, Sunday at Sea group on Facebook. You can add stuff.
Yeah.
Many thousand miles behind us. Many thousand miles to go. The ocean lifts and the waves to bring us to that land. Remember rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah.
Rolling home, near God to thee.
You know what I thought of as you were finishing that? I was thinking of going past the gay headlight, rolling home to Martha's Vineyard. And when you went, bring, 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 I was like, white, 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 red. Oh,
Aw. Anyway,
have a wonderful week.
what a great show. We had fun today.
Yeah.
Oh
it was
my
great
God, we
to
had a
see
good
you
time.
all. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.
Come all young sailormen, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish in the sea. Blow, ye winds, westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southward, so steady she goes.